Hello, everyone, and welcome to the semifinal round back nine action of the 2021 Disc Golf Pro Tour Championship. I'm Jeremy Koling. He's the ageless wonder, the prime guy, Paul Ulibarri. We're BigBarri.
And we're in the semifinals. Through 9 holes already. Back 9 getting started right here for you. 4 under par for Paul McBeth. Ricky Wysocki somehow got to 2 under. That's the most impressive front 9 I've ever seen besides the Adam Hammis 7 under. Yeah. But without it, he's right there.
The front 9 story is a story of 7. The number 7. Do we talk about Adam's 7 down, or we talk about the 7 that Ricky took and followed it up with 6 birdies out of the next 7 holes? I mean, It's insane what we saw. Obviously, Adam in great position right now to just maybe get one, maybe get a couple of birdies in the back 9, but he doesn't need to do much.
No.
If he plays conservative, he will be in the finals tomorrow, barring a nightmare back 9.
Yeah, I expect him to just kind of, like you said, kind of pull the foot off the gas, play smart from here on out.
This is a player who cannot take his foot off the gas. He needs to keep doing that right there. This guy is on fire. Adam is going to flip up force, and he's going outside route.
That's so good.
I cannot express to you how good of a shot that was. That line almost doesn't even exist, and he made it look like it was.
He doesn't need any more birdies. He needs to calm down.
Paul, this is looking pretty good as well. This keeps holding. Just incredible stuff right now. We're seeing the top 4 players on tour this season, aside from Eagle, who earned that right as well, obviously, just doing what they do. Calvin turned over a bit too much. That's going to be a lengthy putt for birdie. Calvin needs to get things going here. It's 6 even par. He is 7 back of the leaders, or of the leader right now, and he's going to be 8 back of the leader after this hole. Obviously, he doesn't need to get first place, though. So I shouldn't say he's not 7 back, or he's not 8 back of Adam. He's really 3 or 4, maybe 5 back of where he needs to be. But he's got to start picking up those birdies, otherwise we can cancel Calvin's chances of moving on tomorrow. It's strange to see a 7 followed by so many birdies. It really is. That's
very strange.
I don't know if I've ever seen a scorecard look the way that Ricky's last 9 holes looks right now. Hole 11, par 4, 651 feet. Straight tunnel for about 370 to 390. Slight break to the right. It quickly straightens back, returns back left. And then from there, it's straight. Once you get around this tree right here on the right, it's really just another 200, maybe 170 feet back to the pin. The difficulty is all in the tee shot, just putting yourself in a position where you can scramble on your second. Holy guacamole.
Whoa. Whoa.
Oh my God, the camera guys.
It's chasing that. That guy's like, hey.
Camera guys are trying to put themselves in a position where they can watch the shot nestle 50 to 60 feet in front of them, and that went 80 feet past them. Look at the difference in the speed of the throw between Adam and Ricky. Obviously, Adam's trying to accomplish different things right now than Rick, but that was absolute blast off for Ricky Wysocki.
Hurry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It did.
Beautiful. Nestled behind a tree, but Paul will be able to figure out something from there, I'm sure.
No.
Oh, boy.
That would have been in Ricky territory up there if that got clean.
I mean, yeah, sure. It would have been far, but I don't know if Ricky held anything back with that drive. That was as long as I think you can really throw on hole 11. Once again, the off the fairway on 11 yields flick rollers. This time, Adam, not so good. It's going to be the first spot of trouble that we've really seen him in. It's going to require a good approach to save the par now.
Ooh, good little reaction. Little meat on the bone, but I'm sure he's going to gobble that right up.
Adam a bit fast out of the hand. And that's going to work its way to the back edge of the circle. And that is going to come up well short. And I think at this point we can say if Calvin doesn't make that
Look at this. This is a putt.
Unreal.
Thank you. Thanks, buddy.
That's so far. Yeah.
I can't believe Ricky just had a putt.
I can't either. Oh, well, there is going to be a blemish now on Adam's scorecard. That's going to drop him back down to 7. So maybe getting that birdie on 10 wasn't such a bad idea after all, Paul.
Great idea from Paul McBeth there.
To just get 5 in a row.
Oh, why didn't I think of that?
We never come up with good ideas.
Ugh, I'm not the idea guy.
Or if we have the idea, someone else does it. It's one of the two.
Thank you.
That's true. Ricky, birdie, and he's got a lot of green on there since that unbelievable 7 he took.
If he takes a par on 7, he's, what is he? I can't even do the math on what that is. With 2 missed putts, a putt inside the circle missed on hole 1, and a putt on hole 5 that he missed.
Yeah.
It's remarkable the stretch that he's on right now. Hole 12, par 4, and this is, I mean, if they move the basket back 60 feet, it's a legit par 5. 819 feet, you have to throw 500 plus to get anywhere close to position. And I tell you what, not easy to throw 500 feet with a straight, stiff headwind. And Ricky's going roller?
Not gonna make the corner.
I mean, who am I to question him? Look at him in his career, but that's a surprising decision into a headwind. The mistake at anything is to be left.
Oh boy.
Wow. And that is a very
Yeah, well, what do you have to
stiff
say
wind right now.
about his mistake to the right there, Mr. Know-It-All? That's a lot of world championships here.
I'm doubting 7 world titles. He tried to make it go left. He threw with a lot of hyzer.
Yep.
And look, Adam, knowing the mistake to make, he goes too far left. What are you thinking, Adam? Freaking idiot.
Gosh.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Calvin Heimburg puts the right amount. Nope. Crazy stiff headwind.
Wow. I mean,
Why don't you guys just throw it 500 feet on a dot?
540.
Like, seriously. I think we know exactly what's happening. That left to right crosswind is coming up over that hill, lifting the nose of the disc up, making it want to turn over to the right.
Truly.
And if you get that angle wrong, then it's going to look like Adams lifting up and then to the left. So very tough tee shot. They're all going to be scrambling.
The hardest wind to throw far
Yes.
you can possibly have is what. And it was kind of just bad timing because this wind wasn't necessarily consistent, but at that time it was really coming down that chute. Paul with a really good roller approach to get into the middle. Adam needs this to not go too deep. Okay. There are some lanes. We saw Joel Freeman over there get up and down yesterday.
Yeah, sidearm turnover from there should be doable.
Look at Rick's position.
Oh, no.
He as well has to throw a backhand roller, and that's great.
Yes.
He's going to be looking straight down the tunnel. That is really good work there just to get out and pretty fortunate, I must say, too. I mean, you can get in some really tricky situations where getting out really isn't even a possibility off to that right side. A good approach. That will save Ricky's par. And he hasn't seen one of those since hole 5.
This reminds me of when Adam was at the Vibram Open, and he's known for his putting, but in the final round, he
golfed.
He's a composer. He didn't make anything crazy.
Yep.
He threw the disc better than everybody. And I noticed that this round that he hasn't made long putts, which he's known for.
Ooh.
He's throwing it close and stress-free, and he's 7 under par.
Making it look easy.
Yes, through 12 holes. Calvin's chances are now over.
Yeah.
McBeth needs this, gets it.
And this is a good time to mention, not that it really matters too much for Calvin, because he's out here just doing his job. He's going to finish this round. But every single player, all 12 of these players that made it to the semifinals are going to get $4,000 at minimum. The 4 players who move on to the next round, minimum of $8,000. I think it goes 8, 10, 15, and then $30,000 for first place. The payout here, $250,000 purse. Huge thanks to both Guaranteed Rate and to Johnsonville for their incredible involvement, making this event as big as it is. Also to... Oh, Ricky knows that's not going to turn enough, and that's kicking right. That could be trouble. But the undertaking that this event required from the Charlotte Disc Golf Club and from all the Disc Golf Pro Tour staff is truly, it's an amazing accomplishment in our sport.
All right, 35-footer down the hill. Very good controlled tee shot there from McBeth.
Adam going with a zone on this. It's not 419 feet, by the way. It's 365-ish. Don't know why that graphic hasn't been updated, but that's still an ambitious 360 with the zone for Adam. If anyone has it, it is Adam Hammis.
2 straight.
And you got to imagine, Calvin's just going for ace runs at this point. Trying to do something to have a little fun, a little embrace there from very good friend, touring partner, Madison Walker. Ricky's going to have a 18-foot putt for par. You were mentioning Adam with his throwing ability at Maple Hill. As McBeth lines up this birdie putt, this is a huge putt here. Wow.
Paul
Huge.
says, "Hey, those shots are cute, Adam. That was fun for a little bit."
Well, I'll show you a little thing or two about long putts. Paul's got a couple good putts so far this round. But anyways, back to the point. It reminds me a lot of Ricky in his early years when he was starting to really dominate. Ricky was known for being the best putter for such a long time. Still, obviously, that reputation carries with him everywhere. But no one really gave him credit for how good of a thrower he was until people started realizing that he wasn't winning tournaments based solely on his putting anymore. And over time, Ricky just became one of the best throwers on tour. He wasn't just throwing the disc willy-nilly and making putts from everywhere. It's not sustainable.
Right. I remember the Emporia World Championships that he won. That World Championship in particular, he was parking everything.
Yeah.
He was in the circle, I think, on one of the rounds, 13 of the 18 holes where he shot a 14 under par.
Yeah. Wow.
I mean, didn't have to make anything. That's a great observation. Those two.
Very similar. Hole 14, par 3, 415 feet, and this is a very, very difficult hole. Backhand turnover coming up here for Paul with his Undertaker. Throwing that hyzer, allowing the disc to turn. If that can miss these last trees, okay. That's a long putt. Ricky, that needs to stand. It's not going to be, it's not. Yeah, that needs to turn over a bit. At some point in that fairway, that disc needs to get completely flat, if not just the slightest bit of anhyzer to get that full distance with the forehand.
And at this point in the round, these guys know what score they're chasing. And that score at this point is a 7 under minimum to get in.
Unbelievable. So good.
So with that being said, Ricky now, he pretty much has to birdie out pretty close to it.
Yeah, he needs to put himself in a position to get at 3 of the next 4 holes. He's got 5 holes left. So 3 of the next 5 holes, he needs to get those.
Yep.
And there's plenty of birdie chances. There's 1 par 5, but the rest are par 3s. They're all just really tough par 3s.
Yeah, no easy gimmies coming up.
No. There's really not any gimmies at Hornets Nest. Have to work hard the entire round.
Yeah, if Ricky gets to 8 under, I mean, that's not even guaranteed at the pace that these guys are going.
Mm-hmm. Just got to give this one a chance.
Big moment here.
Just a bit high and wide.
Hyzer, dude.
Elite driving this round. Once again, Adam Hammis is throwing the disc closer than most anyone dreams to at this point. He is in a position where if he can get through the gauntlet, if he can get past 16, 17 and 18 are relatively easy to play for your par. But this one is not easy. You can't really guarantee anything. You have to hit that gap. We have seen a couple players miss that mandatory and put themselves in a really tough position. So you have to make sure you hit this gap right now if you're Adam Hammis. And of course he did. That's going to go way right, but who cares? It doesn't matter.
Nope.
I mean, that Nate Perkins can't believe it.
Yeah, well, I think he's just thinking about how tough that's going to be. Honestly, I think he's surprised at how far right and down the hill it went. I don't think that was a wow for the power.
Oh, no. Ricky knows. He's going to have to, get up and down here, but that's going to leave him 3 holes to get 3 birdies. 17 has been eagled before.
Not with the new mandatory.
Correct. Well, the way that Ezra Aderhold played it last year, he would have.
Yeah, but he didn't know, about the mandatory.
Boy. Oh, God, here we go. Very good approach there from McBeth. He obviously can't afford a bogey at this point at 7 under. That would bring him into tie for 6 unders, which would be fine for him. But 16 is so difficult that you really want to give yourself that buffer going into these last 3. I think that was an approach, but at the same time, I could easily see Ricky trying to give that a little scare, knowing the next 3 holes are so difficult to get 3 birdies on.
Yeah, this is pretty hairy.
I mean, we talked about a few of the holes I've never seen drives ever there before. And this is another one, just not in the same way.
Bunch of pars.
Yeah, not the right time for Ricky's hot streak to come to an end. 4 straight pars just 1 or 2 birdies in that stretch. I mean, I know it's asking a lot with that incredible hot stretch after.
Sure, I got a birdie freaking 2 in a row or something. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, you hear
That shouldn't be a thing right now.
Ricky doesn't. I guess it sounds like Ricky doesn't know that he has to birdie the last 3. So this situation is probably really important for him to just focus on the shot, but also know the situation that if he's off the fairway, it's got to go in.
And this is the hardest hole in America. I swear it. I know it. Hole 16, par 3, 357, 2 gaps that really are just super tough. I think people get baited into throwing something that's supposed to hyzer towards the bucket. And really what you're trying to do is throw something straight, it runs out of steam, and then just kind of falls towards the basket.
I love this hole. It is so challenging. Adam, oh boy. So he has a buffer at 8 down, but you're not trying to use that buffer now.
No.
He can still save the par, but it's not where you want to be off the tee.
Oh, no.
I would take that versus a kick into the middle.
Don't.
Oh.
I have another perfect shot. Get a par, dude.
Ricky's drive, I mean, that was an inch or 2 away from
Perfection.
exactly what he needed. And he was going with the pig there, that his trusty approach disc, and he was just so close.
Look at this shot.
Hammer.
Yep.
And if you look in the crowd, the OG hammer number 1, he is in the crowd. His father down here from Wisconsin.
Always nice to play good in front of the parents.
We tried to give him that nickname early in the season. He said, "My dad's the hammer, man." What are you talking about?
McBeth doesn't get out. That's
Okay.
going to be a bogey unless he can make a 90-footer.
You've got to be kidding me, dude.
Well, basically at this point, Ricky's got 2 options. He's got to make this putt for 1. Okay. He's got to do 3 things. He's got to make that putt, check. He's got to eagle 17 and birdie 18, or birdie 17 and ace 18.
Or 217.
Yep. And par 18.
Yep. One more.
He could ace 17 and not even play hole 18.
He could go par,
and then go home.
and then McBeth and Adam go triple bogey.
Yep. You're absolutely right. Ricky does lead the entire tour in points. So if he ties either Adam or McBeth, which would just be an absolute meltdown from either one of those 2 players, but it's possible if he goes birdie and they somehow go bogey or
Triple bogey.
Yeah. I mean, those are the scenarios. For McBeth, for Adam, they have to get through these holes here clean. And if they do, our finals are set. Drew Gibson is at 7 under right now. Nathan Queen is at 7 under right now. And the other 2 spots belong right now currently to Adam Hammis and Paul McBeth.
We'll know where Ricky stands.
Oh boy.
Okay.
A kick left isn't the greatest, but yeah,
Right after this drive.
he has got a 4-stroke buffer right now on Ricky.
I like it. Oh, no.
Oh no.
Freaking sideways.
Well, it
Absolutely perfect shot.
120 feet forward. Actually, it's a good angle to get up the hill. I mean, it's not the worst.
Doable from there.
Calvin has blistered this one and rolls to a spot where you could potentially get a good throw up to the around the corner.
Yeah, and he could get to even par. Nobody cares.
Oh,
Paul
come on.
McBeth.
Let's give Calvin his due when he throws a good shot.
Paul McBeth, that's fine. Pitch to the corner, get up and down from there.
I mean, I feel like we're at a point now where after Adam throws his shot, this is a very important shot. Look at the angle control. Look at it continue to drift down the fairway. That's fantastic. We're at a point now. Let's go ahead and just say incredible season, Calvin.
Yes.
Once again. All right, now we've said it. Let's focus on Ricky. That is the only play he had. From there, it's got to go in.
Yep.
Look at this. Oh. What? Okay. Held on to the hand a bit. Close enough to the corner that he might have the angle. Oh my goodness.
Sidearm in. Wow.
What? That's going to be for a Eagle 3.
Paul's still just going full on. Like, he could have easily missed the Mando going.
That's for Eagle 3. He's cutting the corner early, and that is a very aggressive play for a man who's sitting there at the tie cutoff.
Yeah, did you see the putt he ran to win the U.S. championship?
Yeah, that's the guy's pedal to the metal. That's a good recovery shot for Adam. He's going to have a 30-footer to save the par.
Sit.
Okay, so that's going to be close enough for Ricky to make the birdie putt, which keeps him
Semi into it.
semi into it. It's got to go in on 18.
Paul birdies.
Easiest birdie you've ever seen on hole 17. It's amazing what your body can do when you're just like the way Ricky is right now. Like no stress there. It's got to go in. Of course, it's gonna. Maybe he can't pick it up out of the basket, but hey, I really wish he had made that.
It's just not possible with that Mando there.
Stupid. What a par save. And finally, the putter becoming the key element of Adam's hole. He saves the par, and
That's a great putt.
He
from
tried to
Calvin.
miss it. He tried to miss it.
All right, last hole.
All right. We know what's got to happen. Hole 18, par 3, 486 feet. There is out of bounds behind the basket and pretty far left. Ricky doesn't care about OB. There's one thing that he cares about. It's putting it in that freaking basket right there.
Gotta go in. I like it. Oh, too stable.
Yeah. Head hunting. You got the height right.
Yeah. Calvin trying to do the same. These poor people.
Coming for you. Oh, just sliding OB. Calvin has never cared about anything less in his entire life than that sliding out of bounds.
No.
And Paul lays that one up smartly. And Adam just going to put a forehand down there. Smooth. Look at this thing. What the heck? .486, Paul.
I wasn't expecting that.
He was just playing a safe shot and he nearly rung the thing up.
Was he? Or was he just trying to park it? That looks so easy.
That was the easiest 500-foot forehand you're ever going to see in your entire life. And Ricky, that is a dejected human being right now, folks. I would advise clearing away for him to get back to his car as soon as possible. Understandable. He put everything he had into the season. An incredible season for Ricky. It ends here for Rick and for Calvin, but the story continues for Adam Hammes and Paul McBeth. Incredibly composed rounds from those two gentlemen. Adam with his father and good friend Jeff Corns celebrating there with Paul McBeth. And congratulations to them as well as Drew Gibson and Nathan Queen, North Carolina proud. He has played his round so consistent this week, and there you see it. Those are the 4 players tomorrow that will be competing for a disc golf record, $30,000.
Really unbelievable to see Nathan Queen there. I got to caddy for Drew Gibson today, so I was able to watch Nathan, and I also have seen the couple rounds that he played before. I mean, super consistent. Like, he's not the flashiest putter you'll ever see, but he'll make a couple outside the circle. He parks everything.
He just manages a course in a way that you're going to get to see tomorrow. He has incredible control, and don't forget, these woods shaped Nathan Queen's game. And so you're going to see why North Carolina golfers traditionally do well in their home state tomorrow. It's going to be a big day tomorrow. Can't wait to bring you the action. Last round of the season. I'm not crying, you're crying. We'll see you tomorrow.